Because they themselves struggle with intimacy. Oh, that was heavy.
Hold on, wait, stop right there for 1 second. Ask the question one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear it. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hung Up Pod Live. I am Tony Purnell, Philly's favorite psychotherapist.
What's up, y'all? I am Eric Cole, life coach.
And we are your favorite happy hour duo.
What's up?
Listen. We are here to celebrate episode 10. Oh, my God. We are here for episode 10. I'm so happy. And we got a special guest today. Well, we're going to get to that later. You know, but it's a celebration. We made 10 episodes, y'all, and we are here and we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Like, it's crazy. 10 episodes.
Listen.
That we've been up in her. So
Up in her.
Shout out to you, our producers, Rec Philly, and shout out to all the guests that we've had so far.
Yes. You know, and the audience members. We think it's so important that y'all should be here with us from home and in the studio.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, hey, y'all.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know, honestly speaking, like, a little emotional this week. My heart's been a little bit heavy, really just because of all the senseless violence that we constantly see in the community. You know, it was Nipsey not too long ago, and recently you had Takeoff.
Yeah.
All in the news and a situation with that. And it's just, you know, my heart was just heavy this week. Really, because I'm concerned, Tony. I'm concerned about our black straight men. And so, you know, I'm hanging up on all this violence.
You know, I mean, it's very concerning. You know, I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but I stay strapped. You know, Tony got a gun, and I stay strapped. I was seeing something in the news where they were saying that hip-hop culture is what's killing these people out here, killing our people. And it's not the hip-hop culture, it's the guns on the street. It's the people using the guns. I feel for our community. I do. It's just enough is enough. Put the guns down.
And I mean, you know, the rap culture and the lyrics and the music may contribute, but I would say, like, these corporate executives, they're the ones who are profiting off of a lot of this stuff and then cashing in on those insurance policies. So, you know, I think as a community, you know, I think we point the finger too much at the artists. I think we just need to start demanding what we want. You know, what we want to hear and what we don't want to hear.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I pray that your week gets just a little bit better.
Oh, it's all right.
You some light for the rest of your week. Here, some love and light.
I ain't the one that need it. You better send it to these niggas.
First of all, let's cheers to episode 10. All right.
Clink, 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 clink.
And shout out to Keith because this is his mug. Hello to niggas and niggas only.
His mug.
Hello. Thank you. Listen, y'all need to get a close up on this mug. Hello to niggas and niggas only.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's what it says, but
I'm saying hello.
It's all applicable. Absolutely.
Hello, y'all. Hey, niggas. How y'all doing? But anyway.
I'm loving this energy tonight.
I know. I feel good.
You feel good?
I'm super excited.
Yeah, tonight is going to be a good night. Are you ready to get into this
Yes.
hanging up game?
Come on, cue the music for this hang up segment. You know, this is a special segment. And so we're gonna go through a couple hang ups. And it's an opportunity for y'all to play with us. Let's start it out.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Let me pick
Pop
this.
it,
Let me take
pop it off. Remember, y'all, so you can send your hangups to hunguppod@gmail.com.
Oh, all right. This midterm election cycle, did you vote? Did you do your civic duty? First of all, I am all the way hung up on this midterm, especially for PA.
Oh, you said civic duty.
Yeah, did you?
I like that.
Yeah, did y'all do your civic duty?
Absolutely.
I'm hung up. I'm going to stay up here because PA represented it. Y'all showed out.
Yeah, we elected the people that we needed to. This time, we got to keep doing it.
This time.
We got to keep doing it.
'Cause this time. I don't know where that came from.
We love it. Should I?
Yeah,
pick
go
the
ahead.
next
Go
one?
ahead next. How you feeling? You hung up?
I'm hung up. I did my civic duty, as you would call it. I love it.
Tony,
and it felt good.
It was packed at the polls when I went.
I was on my story and I was walking. I was like, this is the stride, the election stride.
Mm-hmm.
This is the, exercising your right to vote stride. It felt good. Some people would be like, oh yeah, that's corny. It felt good for me.
All
right. Are you hung up or hanging up on Drake's new song, Circo Loco? He raps, this bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. Was it a diss? Ooh, are you hung up or are you hanging up? I mean,
where is that light-skinned Canadian at? Where he at? I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. I can the caucasity, not the audacity. The caucasity.
That was the Aubrey side
Drake.
of him coming out.
Are you? What? I'm tired of people coming for Meg. I'm tired.
While I don't think it was a direct diss at her as far as like saying she lied about getting shot, I feel like he was just trying to play on words. Still,
It was a direct
distasteful.
What?
Distasteful.
It was a direct diss.
Well, he said she lies about getting shots. I'm thinking he's talking about, because the whole BBL culture, all that shit is in right now.
Okay, play on words.
That's what I thought it was, but still, nah, not cool.
Okay,
not cool. I'm with you on that.
Was that it?
I think it's an extra bonus one.
Okay, let's do an extra bonus one.
What's that bonus one say? A little quick one, Tony.
Before our producers get us. 10 episodes. Are you hung up or are you hanging up? What's next for the Hung Up Pod Live? We are hung up. I wish I had a balloon so I could just throw it to the camera. I'm super happy about 10 episodes in. Y'all gotta feel my energy. I want y'all to get with me.
I feel it.
All right.
You're hung up. And what was that last question?
What's next for Hung Up Pod Live?
Ooh, Tony, what's next? What did you say? 10 episodes in. What can they look forward to for the next 10?
You're gonna look for more of me, more of Eric, and more of this great dynamic happy hour duo.
An amazing guest.
More guests.
We're gonna have some great guests
coming
up.
We got some guests coming out.
Speaking of which, you ready to get on into?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
We got a guest for y'all tonight. All right, and we are super excited for who is coming up on our Hung Up Pod Live stage.
Yes, he represents the community. He represents the music industry, and we are so excited for him. Like, we've been watching. I feel like the Philly community has been watching this young man on the glow up for the past several years.
All right.
And so, with that new single out, let's go.
All right.
Let's get it going.
Yo, we are here with our special guest, Mr. Julian King, singer.
The one, the only, one of one.
Come on. Singer, dancer, musician, Philly native. What's up, Mr. King?
Julian King is... We are hung up.
All the way up. I love that. We hung up. You like that?
We try and do a little something here.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm hyped.
We know you're not always in Philly because you be traveling. You got things to do, places to be.
That is
you
true.
singing.
I'm excited to be here tonight.
Yes.
Now this soft voice on. I'm gonna need you to speak into that microphone. We're gonna have to bring the microphone up because we want to make sure that people hear you out there. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
There we go. We're gonna have to lift him up
because it's all about the voice.
I think she's having some issues.
Okay, producers, can we get some assistance?
I tried to move her closer.
Oh. We need a up. We need a up. And here we are with singer, dancer, musician, Mr. Julian King. Welcome.
Philly native.
Hey guys.
Representing
What's
Horde.
good?
Welcome to Hung Up Pod Live. You are in our spot.
Thank you for having me.
We are so glad to have you.
All up in our shit, and we love it.
Okay.
Come on here. Listen, y'all. We gonna get up all of his shit tonight. We're gonna talk to.
Wow.
We gonna talk it all. We gonna talk all the good shit that's happening in your life.
We keeping a cup full so that way we get some good tea tonight, y'all.
We might need another refill when we get there.
I bought an extra bottle just for that.
Love that.
But I don't know about you, but I'm hung up on him just being a guest. Tonight I'm hung all the way up. I'm hung. Julian, you know, you're gonna get what we do when we say hung up or hang up. Hang up is bad.
Okay.
Hung up is good. Okay, that's it. You'll learn.
Okay.
But this is all about you right now. I want to know the Julian 101.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us about you. Just give us a little synopsis about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I'm a singer, songwriter, dancer, engineer, and I'm from Philadelphia. I went to the Creative and Performing Arts High School,
Also
known as Kappa. I went to UArts, and I've kind of done a little bit of everything. I've lived in China for a year. I was on national television. I've been on a few Motown tours. And I've partied with some of your faves. So.
Some of your favorites. Listen, I mean, I like to party. You know, and when I tell y'all this nigga, he can sing his ass off.
Yes.
Oh, he sings.
A really good performer.
He sings
I
down.
know, like, my first introduction to you, good friend of mine, Sterling, who was in our audience for the last episode, I believe. We went to a concert of yours. It was in North Philly, little small venue. I think so.
Papa
yeah.
was on Cecil B.
It was like cold that night. And I just remember being like, yo, wow, this guy can really sing. You perform. You know how to connect with the crowd. And I was just like, damn. And he from Philly.
And he fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
And he
we all
fine.
hung up. That part.
That part. Listen, when I first heard Julian, it was back in the YouTube days, like when YouTube just got started popping, like for singers and creatives. He was singing, I met you at the bus stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
You better sing.
I'm serious. I
That
sing
was
sometimes.
like 06.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
I was like, who is this little boy with this curly hair? Who is this little nigga singing? Who is this? Before the fame, before the exposure. But we are super glad to have you here.
Thank you.
tonight. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
You know, another reason why we wanted you here is because you are black, you are gay, you are unapologetic, and we want to hear from you. Like, talk to us about your journey in music. Being is that, you know, you cross all these different intersections, and to me, in my opinion, it comes out in your art, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So what's your journey been like? How would you describe
it's
that?
It's crazy because I went to the Creative and Performing Arts High School, but there, like, that was a lot for me. That was the first time, like, growing up in church, singing and dancing, that was just church. But at that high school, I got to see, like real gay people in front of my face. Plus,
real gay
like,
people.
real, like, art. So it was a lot to digest in high school, and I think that I didn't really start the process until I got to college. And then in college is when I kind of, like, really, really started music.
Yeah.
I started off as referencing songs for a songwriter friend of mine. And then that kind of turned into, like, a bunch of labels asking who I was. And then that turned into, oh, well, bitch, I might as well do this. So then I became an artist, and I started, like, releasing music. But I still kind of, like, was at a crossroads because I wasn't really sure what I really wanted for my life. And that didn't happen until, like, I went to China. Like, people have that big kumbaya moment. Sometimes it's in college. Sometimes it's in the mountains. Mine happened in China.
Wow.
And I got to
Talk
really
about
spend.
that.
I got to really spend a year thinking about, like, what I wanted and how I wanted people to perceive me and what I liked, what I loved, what I didn't like, and what I wanted my music to sound like and how I wanted the world to view me after I was gone. And when I got back, I kind of hit the ground running. And it was interesting because by nature, I'm a private person, but over the years, I've tried my best to, like, open up a lot more and show people vulnerability, which people allegedly love to see. So that's kind of who I've morphed into today, for real.
Beautiful.
You were speaking about, how long were you in China?
A year.
A year. But your background is also of Asian.
Yeah, I'm black and Japanese. So.
Black and Japanese.
Yes.
Blackanese? Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know, if that was appropriate to say. I got permission, y'all. But I'm a kid, y'all know that.
Yes.
We really, because this is a culture and society podcast talking about everything under the sun. We thought it would be really good to have you here because of like Eric said, living unapologetically about, you know, just being black, being gay, being an artist, being a creative. And we said we want him here. We want to talk to him about his experience.
I love that.
We really want to chase.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the space.
It's a good space, you know. It's a good space. You're no stranger to Rec Philly. You
I'm not.
Right.
I'm
right.
not. Yeah, this is family. Shout out to Rec Philly.
Yes.
All right.
So, Julian, let's get into the next thing. You know, you've been very open and vulnerable about your struggles with mental health. Not too long ago, you partnered with iHeartRadio. You did the Not Alone Challenge. Why was it important for you to do this collaboration with iHeartRadio?
So I remember about 2 years ago. No, yeah. Well, so about a year and a half ago, I was dealing with something, and he ended up like really doing a number on me. And I was gifted free therapy through this organization called Black Men Heal. And it was because of Black Men Heal that I really feel like I was able to get over him. And then I ended up turning the experience into like a musical experience, which is how you guys got Can We Go Back, and the song and the video. And I was able to kind of like really heal from that. But I remember like I was down and out. And if I didn't have that therapy, I don't know if I would have even continued going on. And it was really important to me when they reached out to me, because I kind of thought back like, wow, and I'm still in therapy, and I take that very serious, especially because I give so much of myself to the world that like I need that recharge, and I need someone outside of my communities just to talk to and like help me recharge. And I thought it was just so super important. Mental health is something that I'm really, really passionate about. And when iHeartRadio reached out, I said, why not? So I did it.
Yeah.
So as you know, everybody knows I'm a clinician, you know, working in this field as a psychotherapist, not only as a psychotherapist, but a black gay psychotherapist. It's like finding a unicorn, you know,
it really is.
On this side.
Yeah.
And first of all, shout out to Black Men Heal.
Shout out to Black Men Heal.
I am extremely happy because I was one of the founding, you know, providers for Black Men Heal.
Wow.
That's why I was like, when you said Black Men Heal, I was like, this is crazy.
My therapist from there, I still see till today.
That's awesome. Listen, we as providers, we started this whole campaign just to start therapy for free. 8 free sessions.
Okay.
Now, if you want to stay on, you're going to have to pay after that. But 8 sessions is
that's
a
lot.
Start.
That's a lot of sessions.
Exactly.
It was, and I got it at the perfect timing. Like, the perfect time. I'm so grateful for that experience. So, shout out to Black Men Heal, seriously.
Shout out to Black Men Heal. Kavana, Taz, the original founders, and us as providers on the other side. You know, matching people up with qualified therapists, people who look like us, people who look like me, people who go through the same experiences. And so that's why we wanted to really talk about your experience with the Not Alone Challenge here. I wanted to shift gears. And like I said, this is episode 10. This is a celebration.
Absolutely.
We got our champagne, we got the balloons, and we also want to celebrate you. And so, season 1, episode 8, your song is on the show.
Finding Happy.
Finding Happy.
Bounce TV.
On Bounce TV. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations. I want to hear all about the experience with that. I know you are super excited.
So it was crazy. This sync licensing company reached out to me at the top of the year, and I submitted a bunch of music, and then they got back to me and was like, out of this music, we want all of these. And I said, all of these? Okay, great. And then we kind of finalized paperwork and things like that.
All one, not two, but all of them.
April,
Give it to
May.
Yes.
And then they just reached out like 2 weeks ago, like, hey, we think that we found a place for the song, which I think is crazy because they chose Can We Go Back for Finding Happy. And it's crazy because after I released all of that, Can We Go Back, the song and the video,
such a beautiful song.
That's when I really started to like find my happy again. So it was like really crazy that like it happened that way. I was like, wow, that was cute.
First of all, I don't think nothing is coincidence. Anything that and I said this before, you know, to one of my patients, but as we go through life, we think sometimes the negative moments in life oh my God, why is this thing happening to me? Oh my God, life just feels so bad right now. I'm here to tell you, even right here on this stage, life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you.
Absolutely.
Everything that is designed organically and strategically is for your benefit. Whether you realize it or not, everything is happening
I love that.
for you. And so I don't care what you done been through in the past, it's setting you up for your greater future.
Yeah.
Everything in life is a teachable moment. I don't care what you done been through. I don't care what your mama did, what your daddy did, but life is happening for you. Now, what you do with that, how you use it, is up to you. Now, it's an opportunity. What you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Right.
Like, oh my God, I just what was me? I just feel like Eeyore right now. Okay.
No shade, I did feel like that during the process, but like afterwards, it was definitely a lesson learned.
What you mean you felt like that?
Well, you know, it just like I'm an Aquarius, so shout out to all of
me
y'all
too.
out there.
Shout out to the Aquarius.
And it's
all
very
these Aquarius
That's
lately.
right.
It's very
all the guests.
difficult.
All this energy on the show. Okay?
All the guests.
It's difficult to like open up, and with him, I like the first time we met, we talked for like 7 hours in person, and I was like, what the hell?
Because this ain't the usual.
It's giving very much. All right, what we doing? We dating now or what?
Right.
And it was giving. It was giving very much that.
dating.
Like that's difficult
Oh my
to do
God.
for
You
us.
my man.
That's real difficult.
Aquarius
I'm
is
calling
open
you
up,
tomorrow.
very sheltered, very closed off. They don't show a lot of emotions.
Yes,
and how you got in.
So when you get in, it's like, baby, what we doing?
You got in.
And then it all like fell down, and then that's why I kind of like felt like Eeyore. I was just like really depressed after that, and like I said, thank you. Shout out to my therapist, because no shade.
There's so much like power in that acknowledgement that there's no great conspiracy. The universe doesn't have this great conspiracy against you.
Right.
It's conspiracy for you.
Yeah.
The universe
There's so much power in that. And I wanted to roll right into, you brought up so quickly, you mentioned the sync licensing placement, which was an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, as a budding artist in this industry, getting your first placement deal, what did that signal to Julian King as an artist?
It was, I got the email and I was in my bedroom. I had just finished watching anime. I'm a huge anime fan.
Hey.
It must be the Japanese in me. And I was really just laying on my bed like, oh, shit. Like, does this say what I think it says? And for me, it was like, wow. Like, I almost didn't release this song, and I almost didn't release that video because I almost didn't want to release. I almost didn't want to release like him in a way. Like I kind of wanted to like hold on to that and kind of just like keep it over here.
Yeah, because that was real personal for you.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the thing that kind of really sprouted a lot for me. And so as I just thought about the whole process, it was given very much like, wow. First of all, thank you, bro, for this. This is cute for me. I won. You lose.
I win.
But it was really, it was an emotional moment too, because I'm like, wow, it's really difficult being black and gay in this industry. And one of the things that I pride myself on, and this is no disrespect to any of the girls, so before y'all drag me on Twitter or TikTok or whatever, I pride myself on just making great music.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily looking to be a gay superhero within this community. I'm looking to kind of be a bridge between our community and other communities. Because if we keep on making the same type of music, we're not really reaching other people. We're just satisfying this flair that we have to live with and we live for. But I'm trying to create music that like my brother can listen to and my uncle can listen to and my grandparents can listen to. And seeing this song in that scene, I was talking about a nigga, but in the scene, she was talking about her nigga.
Yeah.
And that for me was like job well done, because I'm
transcendent.
I'm not really trying to make like gay music. I'm using my perspective and I'm using my experience, but like I'm just trying to make music that moves outside of this community. And I felt like in that moment with this placement, I did that.
Yeah.
And so it was like a really, really beautiful moment.
All right, wrap up. Take these cameras down. Take these lights down. Because, first of all, that just touched me and it touched you too, because you said, this is not only just a homosexual thing, a gay thing, but it's a people thing.
Yeah.
Am I able to touch people? And that's why I said the word transcendent.
Yeah.
It is transcending among people. Let the words touch people. Let the song touch people. Let the music reach people.
It sounds like you true to the motherfucking art to me. And you don't want the world to focus on this one aspect about you, your identity, which is, there's so many other things about Julian King that you want to share with the world and that you are sharing with the world. Shit, I'll say that you are transcending, and, being featured on this episode was proof of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to keep rolling with that and just say I love the video. I thought that it beautifully captured what I felt like the song was going for, which was, you're reminiscing on these intimate moments that you had with someone.
First of all, I thought the video was a little softcore porn. I was like, are we allowed to watch this thing? This is on YouTube?
That's why the girls were gagging. And they were saying like, "Oh, I can't."
This is too much. She's going too
far. The girls were gagging.
That's that internalized
First
homophobia.
Of all, shout out to Ryan, my co-star. He did an amazing job.
Well, where is Ryan now? Where is he?
He lives in Vegas.
Shout out to Ryan.
I can go to Vegas.
Okay. I'll call him after this.
No, you're right after.
No, Julian, on some real shit though, Julian, we appreciated you having someone play your boyfriend who wasn't the typical pretty boy.
I did that on purpose.
You know what I'm saying?
Although I do think that he's very handsome.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
We have this idea of
come on,
what
go there,
go all the way
what
there.
It's supposed to be, and I am trying my hardest visually to like break that down. I didn't want him to be light skinned. I didn't want him to be tatted up. I didn't want him to look like the traditional trade. I really wanted him to just be a black man.
Come on.
And he was fine. So like it worked out in my favor. No shit.
He was.
But I tried to break that down. Even in a lot of the other visuals, like I tried to play with a bunch of masculinity, a bunch of femininity. Like I try to blur the lines, because being black and gay isn't just one thing. I know niggas who are like super trady, and I know niggas who are girls. Yeah. So I want to show that, so that we all feel like we're invited.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're on that topic about the video, I mean, you got a lot of backlash.
I did.
For that video, and it wasn't cool. It was like, he's out there, he's too out there, he's doing too much, he's doing the most. Like, how are you adjusting after the backlash you got from that video?
I was really, really nervous.
When it first came out?
No, I was nervous editing it. And I was nervous like uploading it.
Why?
Because I knew what my intention was, and my intention was to show a level of intimacy that wasn't really all about like, I feel like when people think of gay, they just think of like, and that's not really, that's not, and in my experience,
I mean, we do that too, but
in my experience, now listen very carefully, children. In my experience with that boy who I really fell for.
That you wrote the song about.
Okay, you giving him a lot of credit, but okay.
Oh wait, I thought we were talking about the same guy.
We are.
Okay.
We never had sex. And that was one of the things that I really loved about it. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel pressure to like do the most. It was just intimacy. And at that time, I don't know if y'all remember the top of, what's this, 2000? Okay, so like top of 2021 into 2020, the girls were still very, it was giving closed doors, like gloves and masks and sanitizers and stuff like that. We couldn't really go anywhere. Everything was closed except for the supermarket. So I wanted to show that intimacy outside of sex. Now we shared, the Red Room moment, but that was supposed to just be like inserts of like those flashbacks. But for the majority of the video, it's really just like intimacy.
And there are 8 forms of intimacy for people who don't understand what intimacy feels like, what intimacy looks like. The most common one we know is physical intimacy. But as a clinician, I know about 8 forms of intimacy. And we can talk about that at a later date.
That's a good episode right there.
All
No
right.
shade.
Can I ask you a question?
Do it.
Why do you think some members of our community struggle with your video?
Because they themselves struggle with intimacy. Oh, that was heavy.
Hold on, wait, stop right there for 1 second. Ask the question one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear it. Oh, you said our. No, go ahead, repeat.
The question was, Julian King, why do you think some members of our community struggle with your video?
I
we
believe
go
that.
back?
Yeah, I believe that a lot of our members of our community struggle with intimacy. We equate intimacy with sex, which is why I believe that this gay community is so hell bent on sex. Everything is sex. Who's next? And
Sorry.
we do that. We do that to add value to ourselves, so that we can then appear grander and greater to the person whom we're actually really just longing intimacy from. Now, I feel in my experience with dating guys, a lot of guys have mother problems, father problems, family problems, and they didn't really experience that level of intimacy younger. So as they get older, everything is just sex.
Yeah.
But we gotta break those barriers. We gotta break
to.
that. As you know, this whole season, this first season seems like we just been talking about heavy relationships.
Yes.
Relationships of all sorts. And I think we need to really touch on that in the next couple of episodes before we close out this season.
It's needed.
We really do.
Yeah.
As far you talk about the next.
Let's get into the
What's
next.
next for Julian King? So, first of all, like I said, this episode is about celebration.
Yeah.
And so we have our champagne, we have the balloons, and we want to celebrate you because you are one of 12 contestants on this Billboard and Samsung Next 2.0 competition.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
baby.
It's really a big deal.
Yes.
And I didn't realize
Billboard
how big of
and Samsung.
Yeah.
Next 2.0.
Yeah, no, it's a really big deal, and I'm really excited. So we have to do these challenges via social media, and at the end of these challenges, they select 3 contestants to fly out to LA. We meet our mentors, and then we perform live. And if I win, it's gonna change my life, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about this process, and that I kind of paid it because at the time that I found out about it, I was going through everything with my car accident and trying to get a car. And the night before the submissions were done, I submitted, and I stayed up all night recording, posted the video at like 6:30 the next morning, and then I made it. It was wild.
It seemed like so much, like things be happening out of chaos. What they talk about, that phoenix that rises out of the fire and out of the ashes. And you know, you are a true testament to that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love it.
I'm really excited about everything that's next. Doing the 6 ABC Disney Parade here in Philly. I'm also doing the NBC 10 Christmas tree lighting coming up. And I'm also working on new music. And yeah. A lot of good shit coming.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Before you go, I just want to because we had so much fun, you know, for our episode, and I want to give you a gift. Here at Hung Up Pod, like I said, we honor true authenticity, we honor organic moments, and we honor people that are just embracing being light. Right. And so I want to give you a present from the Lighthouse and let you know.
Thank you.
Oh my
These
God,
colors.
of course. And I think this is fall colors.
Love
Wherever
the
you
colors.
go, you are light.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on, hat.
Wherever you go, you
She's
are a
gonna look
light
good
worker.
on me.
Okay. And
Thank
so you are a light
you.
worker, and you have light. The light resides within you, and so this competition is yours if you want it.
I know that's right.
Okay.
And you got to come back and see us
No
after the
shit.
competition.
Will.
Yes.
Will do. I'll give you all the tea.
Yes.
Do you like your present?
I do. Thank you so much.
That's so cute. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, that is our episode.
That is episode 10 of the Hung Up Pod Live
With Eric and
weekly YouTube
Tony?
show. Yes.
Your favorite Happy Hour Duo.
Make sure y'all click that subscribe, turn on the notifications. We are dropping every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And listen, I will drop the video so you guys can see it for, what's the song? Tell it.
Can we go back?
Can we go back? But before we go back, I want you to sing something for the people. I want you to sing just a little something for the people. Oh, of course. Did you not think you was going to come up here and not sing for the people?
Wow.
Did you honestly? What?
You could do a little Can We Go Back a cappella, because
You can do anything that you
that song
want
just
before
get me
you
to
leave the stage.
Can we go back to what we had in the past? Forget who started first and work on making it last, yeah. Can we go back before emotions collapse? And I seen you at your worst, preferred you at your best. Can we go back? Can we go back? Yeah. Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? Yeah. Can we go back? Can we go back?
Listen. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Can we go back with Julian King?
All the way back. Yes.
Y'all
Beautiful.
have a good night. That's it.
That's it.
World peace.
We are hung up. Good night, y'all.